Hi everyone, and welcome to Canadian Redneck Channel. My name's Dave, and today we've got a 3600 Ford here that we're going to be changing the clutch in. Courtney's going to be helping me today, so we'll move the camera around so you can see what's happening. So you can see the disc here is quite chewed up. It's worn in right past the rivets. Guy said it was slipping for a while, and it's worn two big grooves in the pressure plate here. We've got the pressure plate and stuff out now, so we can get our spline counts and get our parts ordered. So we'll get some parts ordered, and we'll see you back here again when we start putting back together. Okay, we got our new clutch parts here. So we've already replaced the pilot bearing and the flywheel, and I managed to forget to turn the camera on for that. Anyway, so we're going to change out the release bearing now. The first step is we will knock the carrier out of the old bearing. There we are. That's it. Ooh. Now, before you replace the bearing, you want to check your surfaces. This inner hub is what fastens onto what presses onto the carrier, so that this smooth face is what goes against the fingers. All right. Perfect. I've already unhooked the clutch pedal linkage on the left-hand side of the tractor so that I can get this out, and then that just slides back up on there. And if you notice on the side here, there's a notch for the fingers of the clutch forks to go into, and so you gotta just wiggle those back into place. There we are. And get that to there, feed all the way back, and that is in place, ready now to put the clutch disc and pressure plate back in. Okay, before we go putting our discs and stuff in place, we want to clean off that input shaft. It's got a little bit of rust and it's pretty dry, and you can use just a little dab of grease or something like that and rub on there. Or I'm actually going to use just a little bit of anti-seize, just to make sure that the splines will slide nice and smooth on there. You don't want to use a lot because you don't want it spraying out all over the place. You just want enough to get the splines a little bit greased up. Alright, set our disc in. We're just going to try to flop around. Yep, oh, there it is. Okay, so that's one thing you want to do before you get too carried away tightening bolts and stuff, is get the pilot shaft started. Yeah. There we are. There. Definitely want to get the pilot shaft in before you tighten up the bolts. Okay. We want to tighten them gradually around so we don't warp anything. Now, and as they tighten, these little plastic spacers behind the levers will come free. So you want to make sure you get them out of there so they don't end up down in your bell housing. All right, and we will now take our pilot shaft out, and I'm going to grab a regular ratchet and just snug those, make sure they're tight. That's there. They're all good and snug. Ready now to do the tricky part, which is slide it back together. So we're here on the left-hand side of the tractor now, ready to set the free play on the clutch, which is in behind this piece of angle iron that got bolted on here for some reason. And there we are. Get this to pin together and see how much free play we have on the pedal, and then we'll know how much we need to adjust it. Actually, that feels pretty good. About 1.5 inches probably of free play on the pedal, so we should be good to go. So I'll put the key back in that. Well, last thing, since we had the fuel system apart here at the tank, we want to bleed any air out here because there. Once we start the tractor, if we leave any air in there, it will get down into the injector pump and annoy it. Doesn't seem like any air coming, so we must be good. It would have come by now. There. So that's our clutch replaced in our Ford 3600. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comment section below. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and as always, have a great day.